We're always looking at the same three things whenever we're looking at protecting a business day one. This is whether it's a client with our law firm or whether someone utilizing our online platform, Drafted Legal. First step is we're picking a name. That name we want to have trademark rights to one day. We may wait to pay for it until we figure out whether the business is profitable, but one day we want to make sure we have the ability to trademark it and own that name. So to do that, we need to make sure no one else does. So before you do anything with your business, you got to make sure your name is available. So I'm going to have you look on the uspto.gov. That's where the actual trademarks are. They're not just there. You still want to look to see if other people are utilizing it, because you just want to stay away from an unnecessary dispute and pick another name that no one else is using in that field. So I want you looking at hashtags, handles, domain names, Secretary of State, those kind of places to make sure your name's available. If you don't see someone in your industry using that name online and no federal trademark, then you got a good chance of being able to go use it and should feel pretty confident moving forward. The second thing we're looking at is obviously liability protection. This is kind of the ultimate stop that you want to have with that LLC to protect your personal assets. So if someone, you have a product that causes harm, or you give advice that causes, $1 million of damage, or you have a debt, you want all this stuff wrapped into the business, not you personally. The LLC is the forum that protects you personally. You got to do it correctly, but that is what it does. The third thing is making sure that our clients have risk management documents, meaning contracts. So we spent a lot of time on this in Drafted Legal and trying to make this fit in different industries. What we think is the best is making sure you have industry specific. So if you're a marketer, it's got to be for marketers. You can't use this generic stuff online. And it needs to not just say marketing contract at the top. It needs to actually have clauses about the marketing industry. If you're a personal trainer, you're obviously looking at physical liability, assumption of risk, waivers, releases, having that client certify that they're going to get their own medical advice. You stating you're not a doctor, but you're going to push them really hard, so they need to be ready for it. That's their job. That sort of stuff. It's very different from one business to the next. So we want you to have agreements that are focused on your industry that will catch these pitfalls. Not only catch these pitfalls, but also be fair to your clients. Let's say you're trying to sign up clients. You don't want to hand them some garbage off the internet that's, got size 6 font and everybody knows what it says. You want to hand them something that you stand behind. It's honest, it's straightforward, it's protecting you, and in some instances protecting them, that you're going to do what you say. And so those are the contracts that Drafted Legal puts together for you. For the trademark, you're going to have to either do that research on your own, which you can. The LLC, you can get on your own, or you can use something like Drafted Legal. The legal bundles that you'll find below are really great contracts, and they grow with your business to help protect you. So what you're trying to do is make sure you're clear with whoever you're making an agreement with on the terms. And so we say set aside about 15 minutes to understand the client contract. That is the day one contract. Our bundles kind of grow with you. So if you have sponsors, if you have employees, if you have contractors, they grow with you. So they, the resource is one that grows with you, and the platform gets updated and grows with you. So obviously, if you can budget a lawyer, contact a lawyer. You can contact our law firm. If you're bootstrapping it, these documents are a great way to do it. I hope that's helpful. Those are kind of the areas we're looking at. Another one would be compliance, making sure you're compliant with any laws in that area, but that's too nuanced to get into other than just saying compliance. But everyone needs to be doing those three, making sure your name's available, getting liability protection, usually with an LLC, and having the right contracts in place to onboard your clients. And if something goes wrong, you can quickly dispose of it without it being catastrophic.